Hi Ben, Wes.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you guys?
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
Is everything okay in UK?
As good as it can be.
Everything's good. Yeah, I mean, it's another day in lockdown. I mean, it's quite grey and rainy here in the UK, so I wouldn't really be leaving the house anyway. So it's fine.
Okay, my name is Josephine and I'm from CreativeDisc.com. CreativeDisc is one of the largest music website in Indonesia, so it's really nice to see you guys again.
Amazing, yeah. Thank you.
I want to ask some questions. Okay, the first one, what are you guys doing during this quarantine and how to stay active in musically in during this pandemic?
Personally, I think we've been playing a lot of video games. Just watch TV and all that sort of stuff. I know, West had a new addition.
I got a little puppy, a little dog, so she's been keeping us very, 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 very busy. She's a whirlwind. Yeah, but other than that, we've been streaming on Twitch, playing video games for fans and stuff. Also, trying to promote an album when we can't leave the house, which is interesting to say the least. It's not how we thought it. Good though.
I think we've handled it pretty well. Like, we'd normally have a lot of sort of music videos and that sort of thing, and we'd be going to America and doing all that. But obviously, we'd be playing shows, or we have festivals booked and stuff. But I think we've been making our own music videos in a way, which has been cool. That's actually been quite fun. Definitely given me something to do. If I didn't have that to do, I would be doing absolutely nothing. So, pretty much. In terms of music, we're lucky really that we got the album done before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And that now we're lucky that we kind of had that all done anyway. So. But, in terms of writing music, we found a way that we can all record from home and all kind of be on the same sort of session. So it's been different, but not too much has changed really for us, because when we're not on tour, we're at home a lot of the time anyway. So we've just had to find new ways to keep things moving really, and done quite a good job of it so far. I think we've managed to make some good content.
Okay, and talk about the new album that will release soon in the next 2 weeks. What makes this album different? I mean, if we talk about the process of making this album, what's the difference with another Neck Deep album before?
This is like the most different experience we've ever had making a record. I think we took ourselves away to South Wales, locked ourselves in a studio in the middle of nowhere for 2 months with barely any internet, nothing nearby. Nearest town was like a 20-minute drive away. You couldn't really walk anywhere. It was just us in the middle of a field in this old house, essentially, just recording. And we had 24-hour studio access as well. So if it was at like 11 o'clock at night and someone had an idea, we could go and put an idea down or track something, which we'd never had before. And it turned into a bit of a creative hub while we were there. Because obviously with an album comes all of the other stuff that comes with it, like artwork and like videos, merch ideas, all this stuff. So I was working on that a lot while everyone was in the studio and vice versa. So it felt like a really good little holiday where we got loads of creative stuff done. It felt like a creative retreat more than like, oh, we have to go and record an album. It was like, didn't really feel like there was a lot of pressure on us this time around. We could kind of take our time and do things a bit differently. It was the most relaxed album I think we've ever made compared to some of the other ones. We weren't really on a like a timer like we normally would be, whereas it felt like we were I don't know, it felt like we were in a boiling pot when we were doing the Peace and the Panic. It felt like, oh, you need to make this decision here now on this, and it's like mean, we've just started recording. Like, how can we make all these informed decisions when we've been in the studio for like 3 days?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it felt like a lot less stressful this time around.
Yeah, I think it was the most, the easiest recording process. I think, like, in terms of everyone's happiness and mental state, you know, I think when we've been to places like LA before, I've been very stressed out about things because sometimes, you're under a lot of pressure. Whereas this, we had loads of time, and just, you know, just everyone, I think, was in a really good space mentally and with each other, and, you know, in terms of the writing and stuff too, it was very much like we gave ourselves a lot of freedom with that. We were never saying, you know, we need to sound like this or we need to have a song like this or anything. We would always just go off whatever felt good, and that was something that we told ourselves from the start. So I think that translates into the record too. Like, it was a very easy record to make in the sense that, you know, we just gave ourselves so much freedom with it. And I think that definitely comes through on the record. I think, you know, from, you know, sounds that we've never tried before, and songs that, you know, that we've never tried anything like that before, but then also with songs that, you know, maybe are a bit more familiar to Neck Deep fans. You know, I think they all came out the best that they could because we were just in a good headspace about it all. And yeah, it was great time. My favorite record to record.
Wow.
And maybe my favorite record that we've ever done too. I know I've been trying to stay away from that because it sounds,
I can't wait to hear.
Yeah, I don't want to sound too biased, you know, because people say, oh, well, you've got to say that because you're releasing a record. But I do think it's probably my favorite. It's my favorite to listen to finish. Yeah.
So, how long the process of making of this album?
About 6 weeks, 7 weeks.
Okay.
Recording,
Recording.
But then
the
writing
recording
and stuff.
process was. Yeah, sorry, Wes, go on.
No, go on. No.
Oh. The recording process was about 6 or 7 weeks, but the writing, we were writing it for maybe about a year. We had like ideas, and we were putting things together, just writing and things like that. Yeah.
Okay. So when you know it's one of the sweetest songs from Neck Deep. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that is a sweet one. There's a if you like one, you know, there's another couple on there that I think you're gonna like too.
Okay. Okay. So maybe you already heard about in this pandemic there is a concept of drive-in concert, which is start happening now in this pandemic. So in your opinion, which one better, virtual concert or drive-in concert for Wes or Ben?
I would always rather play a real show. A proper concert would be great. But a drive-in concert sounds cool too. I kind of like the sound of that. That could be kind of romantic, you know. You could go with a loved one and sit in the car.
But
and,
you cannot start stage diving.
No.
Exactly.
Not in your car. That'd be very bad. Driving your car off the stage.
Yeah. I mean,
be like Destruction Derby.
It'd be
very dangerous.
So the virtual concert is the best one, or?
What's that? Sorry.
Sorry. So which one is the best one for you? Virtual concert or drive-in concert?
Okay, virtual or drive-in. I think virtual is probably more realistic for us to do.
Yeah, virtual.
Drive-in concerts.
Yeah, sorry. Virtual, you'd get more people. I feel like if you just did it online, you could have thousands and thousands of people. Yeah. But I like the idea of a drive-in. I'm gonna say drive-in just because it's a new idea, and I like that. It's something we haven't done before.
Yeah,
everyone's doing virtual concerts, mate. Nobody's doing drive-in concerts.
They are. I think. Don't quote me on it. I'm just checking now. I think Dizzy Rascal might be doing them. Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Yeah, he is. He's doing them at Cheltenham Racecourse on 18th of August.
Oh, we need to get on that.
I don't know why I know that.
We need to set up a driving concert ASAP. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Everyone's horns.
Okay, and if we talk about the new album from Nick Deep, Matt Squire is the producer of the album, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell about the history, or why do you guys choosing him to be a producer of this album?
Yeah. So about around about a year before we actually recorded the record, a few of us flew out to America to meet with producers and meet with people that we, might do the record. And Matt Squire was the first person that we met. Literally the first day, first person that we met. And as soon as we walked into the room, it was like, yeah, this guy's the guy. Because we didn't even talk about music. We didn't really talk about the record. It wasn't him saying, oh, I can do this and this. We just talked about life, and we just talked about politics and aliens and purpose within your own life, and had like a really interesting conversation. And then when we did get to talking about music, he started mentioning bands that we love but aren't necessarily neck deep, but we feel kind of influenced by. He started mentioning bands like the Gorillaz and the Streets and things like that, and saying, oh, I can hear that in your music. And we were just like, yes, this guy immediately gets it. Like, even though, yeah, you probably wouldn't compare us to the Gorillaz or the Streets, but the fact that he was just mentioning those bands meant that to us, it signaled that he like really understood us and understood where we come from and understood the sort of attitude that we have. And just from the second we met him, it just felt like he was the right guy. And so we cancelled pretty much every other meeting that we had. And we had 2 weeks in America, and we found our guy on day one. And so we kept a few of them, just to be respectful and not waste people's time. And we spent some time writing as well while we were in LA, because we had lots of free time then. So yeah, Matt Squire just stuck out from the rest of them straight away. And I think, again, like, it was the easiest record that we've ever made because we all felt so good. But Matt Squire was a huge part of that too, because he was always really positive, always really just down to do whatever we felt like we needed to do. Was always just steering the ship in the right direction, it felt like, and was always just super, super positive. And yeah, it was awesome.
And the next one, how many songs that you guys create or write during this quarantine?
Ooh.
Or maybe you write the songs about the pandemic or something.
I've been trying to steer away from it. I wrote one song really early on in lockdown that was a bit that was sort of to do with lockdown, but it was more just me learning how to use recording software, because my brother's always done it first.
Yeah,
So I don't know how to record music, and so he was kind of teaching me, and I was doing a little bit here. So I've written a couple of things. I think Sam has written a few things, just trying to stay busy. I don't know an exact number, but there's definitely been a few songs written. I don't know if it's going to be used, if they'll be used for anything at any point. I think we're just trying to stay busy at this point and just seeing what happens. But I don't think we're thinking ahead to the next album just yet. There's songs there and ideas, but we normally do it anyway. Like, as soon as we finish writing a record, we'll normally just be writing all the time anyway, just to have ideas coming around. So yeah, but I wouldn't expect any songs about lockdown on the next record. I think there's going to be a lot of lockdown music coming out over the next year, and I think we'll try and avoid that. Yeah, we'll try and avoid it. Yeah.
So, what will you do first after the pandemic is over?
Go for a pint with everyone.
Yeah, go to a pub and have a beer. Yeah. I mean, it's open now, but it doesn't really feel
safe.
No, it doesn't feel safe yet. So when everything's all good, it'll be good. So I think maybe the first thing I'll do when it's fully over is I might go on holiday. I want to get out of the UK. I want to go and travel.
Come to Asia. Maybe come to Asia again.
Yeah. Hey, I'd love to. Me and my girlfriend want to go to Asia just to travel so badly. My friend just got back from a year in Asia, and from the way he talks about it, it was like the best time of his life. And so I would love to. It is in the plans for me and my girlfriend to travel around Asia. Maybe next time we play shows,
Yeah.
I think the plan is next time we play shows in Asia is to like stay in Asia for a little bit and just travel around, because I love it. That's the one thing that I think one of the biggest things that the pandemic has made me realize is how much I miss traveling and touring. Because I think when you're in a band, you can maybe take it for granted sometimes. You can maybe go, whatever, I'm constantly touring the world, and that's normal to me. Whereas now that's been taken away from us. It's made me realize how much I loved it and how much I love traveling and how much I love being on tour. So I hope the first thing we can do is either go traveling, go on holiday somewhere, or just play some shows. Just play some shows would be amazing. I'd love to play a show.
Me too.
Yeah, I've really missed it since all this, for sure.
Okay. So I have a question for Seb, honestly, but Seb is not here.
It's okay.
Yeah,
We can answer it for him.
Yeah, okay, I mean, I'm his brother. We have a bit of a.
Okay.
Same thing. Same
I'll
person.
dial in. I'll contact him. Tell him.
Yeah, I know Seb is music producer for some big names, for some bands, and I just want to know, will he stop being music producer when he joined Negative, or what?
No, he's going to carry on doing it when he's home, I think.
Yeah, he said to us that, basically, when he's on tour with us, he can maybe mix, like just do mixing, because he doesn't need a lot of equipment for that. But I think just when he's not on tour, he said he's going to carry on. So he won't be doing it as much, but he's still going to keep doing it. He's still doing it. He's still, it's his passion. He's put over 10 years of his life into it, and he's really, really good at it. So, and plus, even if he does stop producing, he needs to record our stuff. He needs to work. We're getting demos. That's what's happening. He's going to be working with us. So, yeah, I think, just not doing it as much, but I think the plan is to keep doing it. Yeah.
Okay. So the last question is, do you guys have any message for Negative fans in Indonesia?
Just thank you for supporting us. Really, because Indonesia, Asia is the other side of the world to us, and we never ever thought that we'd have fans there. But it turns out that some of our biggest fans and some of our best shows and some of our favorite memories as a band are made in Indonesia, and they're made across Asia. So we've just got nothing but love for all of our fans. Thank you so much. We see so many Indonesian fans, especially Indonesian fans, actually talking online, and we just love to see it. It's just such a good feeling to know that people on the other side of the world love your music as much as the people in the next town over, kind of thing. So just thank you so much, and hopefully we can be back soon. when all of this is over. As soon as it's over, the first thing I think we're going to be trying to do is plan some tours. So hopefully we'll be back soon, and thank you, and lots of love to everyone.
Okay, can't wait to hear the new album. So thank you so much for for your time. Thank you so much, and stay safe, stay healthy, and
you too.